Hi, Tim Smith, Coldwell Banker, March Orange County real estate update. What's happened since my last update? Well, the Rams won. Congratulations, Super Bowl champion LA Rams. I think it was such a great game because, you know, you get Odell Beckham Jr. that comes in, plays an epic first half, but then he goes out with an injury. So you have to rely on what got you through the season, Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and that awesome defense. And I was just thinking, how great would it be if it comes down to Cooper Kupp actually winning the game with a touchdown? And what would be the icing on the cake is if Aaron Donald gets a sack. He gets the 4th down sack. Epic game. Congratulations, Rams. What else has happened? I've gotten glasses. I can't see. 46, it's time. So 3 things we want to talk about today. The 3 I's: inventory, inflation, and interest rates. Let's talk about inventory. Currently in Orange County, 963 active listings on the market. If you remember from last update, usually at this time, which is really the starting season of our selling season, we're at somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 listings. So we're at less than 1,000. What does that mean? Historic high demand. With, of our listings we sold last year, over 50% of the people weren't from Orange County. And that's not really including LA and Northern California, the people that are flooding here to get the lifestyle that Orange County offers. If you look specifically, there's currently less than 50 homes for sale in Newport Beach. And when I think about that, my 22-year career, I don't know if there's ever been a time where there was less than 150. There's currently 48 active listings in Laguna Beach. If you look specific neighborhoods, it's now becoming the norm. Emerald Bay, there's no homes for sale. The Port Streets, there's 2. Lido Island, there's 5. So you can see what this is working with the historic high demand and the low inventory. We're seeing a price bump even in the last 3 months that's as significant of what we see in years. Now, most people are saying, well, this can't last forever. Prices got to go down. Interest rates are on the tick up. This is what I would say. It's been my opinion for my whole career, and especially when I travel and go look at other real estate markets. When I come back, I realize what we have here. We have one of the best climates in the world, one of the safest counties in California, and probably safest in the Western United States. People want to come here because they want to invest in their lifestyle. That's the difference. That's what COVID did. It shifted the home from a noun to a verb. People are thinking about homes in ways they never have, with not having to go to work, with thinking about safety. And I say not having to go to work, not working from a location, working remotely. This has opened up the creativity for people to live where they want to live. And it just so happens today, you know, where everybody else is getting snow and wind, we're at another 76-degree day in February. So you can't beat that. Interest rates, we are seeing interest rates on the move. Now, if you were to see, just look at how historically low interest rates have been. If we saw a 1% tick up, that's about a 33% increase in what somebody has to pay. Now you'd say, well, that's gotta slow the market down. I understand that, but in the interim, when interest rate tick ups, we actually see the adverse effect. We see people flooding to real estate to lock in low. Now the other piece to this is so many of the people looking are discretionary buyers, second homes. We really are becoming a second home community. People living other states for tax reasons want to live and create memories here. And so what that brings is people that are less sensitive to interest rate tick-ups. Inflation, we already know inflation's kicked in dramatically. My wife tells me all the time, the price of goods seem to be going up as quickly as the price of real estate. Every trip we plan or everything we're doing, we're trying to book rooms for ski week. The room that we booked last year is 3 times what it was last year. It's 3 times, say what it is. We're already seeing inflation kick up. Our dollar is not becoming like the peso, but our dollar just doesn't have the same amount of purchasing power. The other interesting thing, dynamic, when I see, especially when I see a lot of the people from Orange County, the buyers that don't live here, the demand is really sensitive to turnkey homes. So we can talk about that, sellers. If your house isn't turnkey, what can we do? What's our process to help homes feel more show perfect or more model-like, right? There's a lot of things that you can do. Now, because inventory is so low and we're seeing so few of those great options, people are considering building. If you're in the building industry right now with what's happening, and I think it may be because of COVID, entitlements, getting your plans approved, getting city approval, getting HOA approval, getting coastal approval is taking longer. And the other thing that's shocking, and I'll give you an example, a real life example, costs are dramatically higher. We sold a house last August. They started the house in 2019. It was top shelf quality construction and modern. Modern is usually higher price or more expensive. The developer was in this project $812 a square foot, all in, soft costs, hard costs, permits, all that. I had him rebid that same house last month just to see, like, with your calculations and what's happening. Keep in mind, he started in 2019 but finished last year. That same quality of construction to build is above $1,200 a square foot. So we're seeing a 50% increase in cost to build, which is driving people to not want to go through that process and to buy already finished houses. That's my update. I still think it's a fantastic time for you as buyers to purchase a house that really, I mean, I'm telling people this a lot because they're saying we're at peak pricing. And when I look at all of the other major metropolitan areas, I still think we're a fraction of the cost and we're undervalued. But when you're hyper-focused in this area, it's hard to see things go up 15, 20, 30%. If you're buying a house, what's the definition of a good deal? Anything you bought 10 years ago. As long as it's for your family, you want to do it, now is still the time. If you're a seller, there has never been a better time in my career, my 22-year career, than right now to sell. With the demand that we're getting from everywhere else in California, everywhere else in the United States, and now internationally, you've never had so many eyeballs that want to be here. So now is a great time to sell. Still think it's a great time to invest. There's some great options here in Orange County, Long Beach, Seal Beach, Costa Mesa. I think there's a lot of states, Western United States, where there's some great investment strategies. And I think that you should really consider that strategy before interest rates continue to tick up. Because when you're looking at real estate, you're not just looking at this one, you're looking at the 10 you're gonna buy over the next 10 years. And I promise you, you'll thank me if you start that today. Last, I just want to say I want to get behind all of our local races. One of the things that's so great about Orange County is its safety. Todd Spitzer, we got to get him reelected. We're going to have some events for him this quarter because Todd Spitzer is a guy that's tough on crime, tough on homelessness, and wants to keep this little bubble that we live in a little bubble. If you're thinking of selling or you're thinking about buying a second home, now's the time. Give me a call. I'm waiting for your call and look forward to seeing you soon.